starting the Trinity River exploration. Did a little mountain biking this morning at Goat Island Preseve out in the South Dallas, Wilmer area. Should be interesting. So far I'm only just over a mile into the trail. Looks like mostly gravel road and some dirt trails. Mostly grass. Some interesting features along the way. I ran across this little washout. I'm sure this is a little feeder down into the Trinity. I seem to be running across some really cool little spots on Trinity here. Kind of a neat, preserved. Wouldn't have expected that right here. Although for the trail, it is thick, except for the trail steward has done a really good job of marking the trail with these pink ribbons, plastic ribbons, so it's very helpful. So that was a bit sketchy. I'm riding down this trail and there's nothing out here. Me and the spider webs. Doesn't look like anybody's been on it in a while. Supposed to be no cars or motorized vehicles. That came up on a SUV out there, parked. Couldn't tell if anybody was in it. Maybe 75 yards of it, and stopped, and I just turned around because I'm by myself and it's a little sketchy. So anyway, I'm gonna keep going. This is what the trail looks like for a pretty long ways. Stop here for a second. There's it's actually beautiful. Super thick forest, lush green. I know you can't see it, but right through the trees over there is the levee for the Trinity, although it's been a while since I've actually seen the river, probably a couple of miles. So anyway, it's a nice ride, just kind of casually running through, knocking down spider webs. So I came upon this opening up of the, what I'll say, wooded area, forest area right along the Trinity. You can see the levee right along the edge over here, and it just kind of goes right back into the woods, and it's a pretty small opening. Came right out of the woods like that. Yeah, I'm back on the main trail now, and it's pretty much a gravel trail all along the road. It runs parallel to the trail I was just on, which is up that way. So I'm going to keep going the opposite direction, which the trailhead is back that way, a couple of miles. I'm going to head forward for a little while, see where it takes me, see how long it runs parallel to that higher trail that was running up through the woods. So I took a split off of the main gravel trail, ended up on a side trail, a little more narrow, a little more wooded, definitely rougher, called Hog Wild. And then off of that trail, another splinter trail, where the trail steward has done another fantastic job of cutting the trail through the grass and the trees and marking it really well with orange or pink ribbons. So I'm not sure if you can hear that or not, but there's gunfire, so kind of out in the woods. Some folks are obviously somewhere back up over the hills there. Some gunfire, but I thought this was interesting coming across right here. The trail runs right next to the Trinity, and there's what looks like an old lock and part of a dam that was here at one time. I think this was lock and dam number 2 is what they call it, but I'm not exactly sure. Well, I still hear the gunfire, but the good news is they're on the other side of the road somewhere, and I don't even know what road this is, but that's not the way I'm headed out. I'm headed out on this trail behind me. Not sure how far that goes to the exit, but gonna find out soon. All right, well, I know where I'm going now. I know where I'm at. The trail that came off the road back there loops back around, or just heads straight into the trail that I was on earlier. And the odd thing is I just passed that SUV that I saw earlier and thought was a little sketchy, and it's still parked in the same place. I did not slow down to see if anybody was in it. In fact, I gave it a pretty good clip past it and just headed on and got out of the way. Didn't want to take my chances there. So clearly it didn't look abandoned or beat up, so fairly newer model SUV. Anyway, know where I'm headed now. That was pretty cool trail down there by the river that heads up this way. So I am just about at the end of the ride, and overall I think it was a good ride. Ended up being, I think, 11 miles. We'll see when I get done, but it was good. I just finished up my ride here at Goat Island Preseve in South Dallas, and it's part of the lower Trinity area on the Trinity River. And my ride, I came out here for two reasons. One, I'd never ridden here before, and I like to ride new places. Two, I wanted to see another part of the Trinity River, which I know there's a lot of a lot of unexplored area, I guess, out here, an area that I've never seen, part of the Trinity. Anyway, it was a good ride. I think overall, as far as mountain bike ride go, I wouldn't come out here just to ride. It's a lot of really flat trail, gravel trail, high grass, great nature preserve area. Some really nice, lush green areas. It was really pretty. Great part of Dallas and a great part of the Trinity. So overall, thumbs up. One last comment about the Goat Island Preseve. It is a DORBA trail, Dallas Off-Road Bike Association, and big shout out to the trail steward who maintains the trails. There were some of them that were cut, and when I say cut, I mean mowed. So deep into the preserve, there was clearly taken a mower back there and mowed some of the trails. Did a good job of marking the trails that were not on the main path. So anyway, shout out to the trail steward for Goat Island Preseve. Great job.